Well, good morning, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. I'm learning new things, McCabe. I'm going to get up and check if the video is working. So I bought a ring light a while ago. I've yet to set it up or use it. I have the little shutter thing. I want to use my front camera instead of my selfie camera. And I just recorded like a 10-minute Stoic, and it didn't work because I hit the shutter. Maybe I didn't hold it long enough. So just hold on. Okay, it's recording. This time it is recording. Interestingly enough, I thought it was a great 10-minute clip I just did, and now I have to redo it. As always, reading the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. As I say every time, if you don't know what Stoicism is, get out of here, go Google it. You are most certainly going to run across works by Ryan Holiday, one of the most famous modern-day Stoics. He has a ton of books. I read a book by him called The Obstacle is the Way, aside from this one. And The Obstacle Away is a great book. It's about people who thrived in difficult situations, who came up against tough life situations. Instead of running or going around, they went straight through. And that's kind of the whole point. The obstacle is the way. Whatever it is in your life that's pushing up against you, push back, go through it. I'll just read the little side cover. I might lose this cover pretty soon. It's looking pretty tattered. So I'll just give you a little clip of this and kind of give you an idea. Why have history's greatest minds, from George Washington to Frederick the Great to Ralph Waldo Emerson, along with today's top performers from Super Bowl winning football coaches to CEOs and celebrities, embraced the wisdom of ancient Stoics? Because they realized the most valuable wisdom is timeless, and that philosophy is for living a better life, not just classroom exercises. And that's something I've learned too about this Stoicism stuff. You have to practice it. You have to think about it. You have to write it down. You have to reflect on it. You can't just know it and then let it be. And it's easier said than done sometimes. I find myself not always the most stoic. I still have emotions. I still react in anger. And those are things that, everybody's got to work on. Well, I feel I have to work on anyways. I can't speak for everybody. Today is March 3rd. Disintegration. These things don't go together. You must be a unified human being, either good or bad. You must diligently work either on your own reasoning or on things out of your control. Take great care with the inside and not what's on the outside, which is to say, stand with the philosopher or else with the mob. Epictetus Discourses 3.15.13. And let's see what Ryan Holiday has to say about it. Or Stephen Hasselman. I don't know if they co-authored. I don't know if he did certain sections. I should look into it. Or I don't understand what Stephen Hasselman's point of this book or whatever. But anyways, let's see what the modern day Stoics have to say about it, and then I'll give my 2 cents. We're all complicated people. We have multiple sides to ourselves, conflicting wants, desires, and fears. The outside world is no less confusing and contradictory. If we're not careful, all these forces pushing and pulling will eventually tear us apart. We can't live as both Jekyll and Hyde, at least not for too long anyways. We have a choice to stand with the philosopher and focus strenuously on the inside, or behave like a leader of a mob, becoming whatever the crowd needs at any given moment. If we do not focus on our internal integration on self-awareness, we risk external disintegration. And to me, that speaks of like today's social media world and the news and politics. If I think about what we're going through right now, everybody's a political analyst. Even myself, I have a lot of political views, but when I really step back and think about it, it's like, it's on, it's so easy to get caught up in it. And they are absolutely 1000% using the news, social media to trigger and pull and push your emotions. Not a doubt in my mind. The psychology is in. TV, commercials, news, and politics are all part of the same thing. They know that negative stuff triggers people. They know that extreme things will trigger people. They know how to get us riled up. They know how to make us fight against each other. They know how to control the masses. I think they probably have a responsibility to do so in a certain extent. I don't think humans have ever lived the way we are living in the last 100 years. You know, what, 8 billion people or so on the planet? That's unheard of. The cities, the systems that we have in place is something that, if we look at historical, I mean, it depends on what you believe in history, but it's something that we've never experienced before, because we've made life survival. We've, I don't want to say we mastered it, but we kind of mastered it. We got running water, we got sanitary sewers, which absolutely changed the game for our abilities to live in large groups. So we have all these things, and the government does have a responsibility to kind of control the masses. You can't have people just being wild and out. I mean, I have kids. I lie to my kids about stuff to, you know what I mean, control their behavior to a certain extent. And that's a tough one if you've ever lied to your kids about Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny and stuff, right? But it's so easy to get caught up in that. And I think you got to step back and like turn the phone off. I struggle with phone addiction so much. I'm on my phone. I've made peace with social media to a certain extent. Like, I try not to get too riled up. I try not to argue with people. It never gets you anywhere. It used to be bad. I would say 10 years ago, like, it was, you know, thumb wars of like, oh, this and that. And you think you're smart, you know, you think you're smarter. You think you can prove somebody. I quit doing that. I will every once in a while make a comment under something that I find ridiculous. But even that, I'm trying to pull back. I do like social media. I like to see my friends trying to grow their platforms and all of that stuff. But I do find I'm wasting a ton of time. And I'm sure the negative stuff trickles in as well. So my best advice is go outside, read a book, whatever it is you're into. You like to paint pictures, take some time with that. Whatever your philosophy of life is, take some time to get into it. And I think you'll find you're a lot better off. You're more at peace. I don't think we're meant to take in all of the world's problems every day at once in through our eyes and our thumbs and these phones. But it's new territory for everybody. So what a great reading today from the Stoics. I hope this video worked. I'm going to hit the button and end it, and hopefully it works. But I do want to continue to learn, produce better videos. Hopefully this looks cool. I mean, you probably see my wrinkles a little bit better in the light. But yeah, what an amazing time. Oh, and spring is in the air, and I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my skin. It's like, ooh, it's getting nice out. I went clean the cars, people all over the car wash. So get outside, enjoy the fresh air. I love you guys. Peace.